Counterattack. Ukrainian 40th Brigade destroyed Russian fuel depot with Western precision missiles. A video of Ukraine's army blowing up Russia's fueling station has been circulating on social media. The destruction of the fuel storage unit took place in the eastern region of Ukraine. There have been no reports of Russian casualties, and there appear to be no Russian military personnel on the ground during the scene of the attack. Ukraine's military managed to target another vital resource for Russian troops whilst filming the destruction on what appears to be a military drone. The attack comes in the wake of heightened tensions between the two neighboring countries, as both have been ramping up war efforts which have intensified the ongoing battle. The video clip showed Ukraine's 40th Brigade striking the Russian fuel point with precision. It is still unknown what weapons were used to target the Russian Passion, but users online have been speculating that it may be Western-gifted himars. The strike caused the fuel storage unit to explode dramatically, and thick gray smoke began immediately billowing up into the sky on impact. A small fire can be seen burning away at the reminiscence of the highly flammable site. There have been ongoing reports of Russian losses, and experts have been confirming them. Sir Jeremy Fleming will explain in his keynote address that Russia is experiencing major losses in Ukraine. Sir Jeremy will add, their gains are being reversed. The costs to Russia in people and equipment are staggering. We know, and Russian commanders on the ground know, that their supplies and munitions are running out. Russia's forces are exhausted. The use of prisoners to reinforce, and now the mobilization of tens of thousands of inexperienced conscripts, speaks of a desperate situation. Meanwhile, Vladimir Putin launched missile attacks on Ukrainian cities hundreds of miles behind the front lines on Monday, killing civilians by way of retaliation for what he claimed was the deliberate destruction of a vital bridge from Russia into Crimea. Former U.S. Ambassador to NATO Kurt Volker has urged the West to really step up efforts to help Ukraine get better air defenses after dozens of missiles hit civilian areas across Ukraine on Monday morning. Following an explosion on a 12-mile bridge into Crimea on Saturday morning, Russia carried out devastating long-range attacks on the city Zaporizhia in the south on Sunday before launching 75 missiles on Monday morning. The missiles hit the capital of Kyiv, as well as the cities of Lviv, Ternopil and Zhytomyr in the west, Dnipro and Kremenchuk in central Ukraine, and Kharkiv in the east. Ukraine's defense ministry said their air forces had shot down 41 of the cruise missiles, but at least 5 people had been killed in the capital alone from those that could not be intercepted. Asked if he thought the mass bombings against Ukrainian cities on Monday morning were inevitable following the Crimean bridge explosion on Saturday, Mr. Volker said, "Well, they were certainly predictable. This is what all of us were saying Putin would do. He has very few recourses on land. He cannot take territory, he cannot hold territory, but he can lob bombs at Ukrainian cities to kill civilians. This is what everyone anticipated he would do, and it underscores why the West needs to really step up efforts to help Ukraine get better air defenses. It is something we have made progress on, but there is a lot more that we can do." Mr. Volker added, "This is Russia lashing out as it is being defeated. I think we need to be prepared for that and just help Ukraine defend itself more. This is an all-out war by Russia against Ukraine. Well, Ukraine has every right and reason to defend itself. Russia struck cities across Ukraine during rush hour on Monday morning, killing civilians and destroying infrastructure in apparent revenge after President Vladimir Putin declared an explosion on the bridge to Crimea to be a terrorist attack." Cruise missiles tore into busy intersections, parks, and tourist sites in the center of downtown Kyiv, with an intensity unseen even when Russian forces attempted to capture the capital early in the war. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said the rush hour attacks appeared to have been deliberately timed to kill people. In Kyiv, the body of a man in jeans lay in a street at a major intersection, surrounded by flaming cars. In a park, a soldier cut through the clothes of a woman who lay in the grass to try to treat her wounds. Two other women were bleeding nearby.